Welcome to track number 13 of Principles of War.
Principle number 9, flexibility. Flexibility. Wow. Now, flexibility. This is the British Army calls this flexibility. The ability to readily change to meet new circumstances. And did you get that? The ability to change readily to meet new circumstances. It comprises agility, responsiveness, resilience, acuity, and adaptability. Wow. It's one of the key principles for war. Every rigid army is always defeated. That can't change its strategy. Philippians chapter number 4 and verse number 12. And Philippians chapter number 4 and verse number 12. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry. I'm flexible. I can be full, I can be hungry. Both to abound and to suffer need. It means I can be rich and I can be poor. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. Wow. Flexibility. I have been instructed to be full and to be hungry. I can be hungry, I can be full. You see, and I'm teaching you flexibility at the camp. You can have lunch in the evening and dinner at midnight. It's flexibility. Whoever heard of lunch at 7 o'clock and breakfast at 12:30? Now, when you are flexible and adaptable, you go places. Yeah. And I use the example of Ida because she's public. There are a lot of other people but she's public. A lot of people are private. You don't see them working. They are there. And the reason why you don't see them is one of the principles of war. Let your plans be as dark as night. Flexibility. Are you understanding what I am saying? Be flexible. Now, I was saying, you don't know what work she has to do, even to sing. Yeah. Sometimes I can go with her somewhere and just sit here, wait for me. I'll come back in 4 hours' time, and then we'll continue the practice. Yeah, just sit here, wait for me, because I don't have time unless I can meet you at this place. You just have to sit there. You have to adapt. I don't know. I've never been anywhere. You just go and you are doing nothing. I'm just waiting for people. That is not how my former church was. My former producer. My former producer was not like that. When he says my former manager, when he says 9 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, then you know that we are doing something. Now this man is unpredictable. So you are only used to working with one kind of manager. Do you get it? Yeah. So that's why you are here. As you are here, you are flexible. You are learning flexibility. Like you are staying here, you have the whole day. It's not like it's 2 to 4. Then after this to this, there's nothing like that. And I've got my water right here. Because I left my gun, so I have to bring this. My water gun. Flexibility. If you're going to win the wars. Now this is what happened when Napoleon came on the scene. Like I told you, one of the sources where you learn is famous generals. Yeah. The things they did. That is how he defeated the people, because the armies that he came to meet, the Prussian armies, they were led by Frederick the Great and his successors, and they were very rigid. But Napoleon came on the scene with a new way of fighting. Flexible. You know, that time they didn't have the communication that we have, and they didn't have trains. It was by foot. And he introduced a flexible army. That is why Napoleon was famous. I mean, he would surround you. You would never believe, because you look at the forest and nobody can come from the forest. But he would tell the army, go out, and he gave everybody freedom. You take this group, you take this group. Our aim is to get there. We surround these people. And through the flexibility that he introduced into the armies, it became more flexible than the other armies of the Prussians, like who were the Germans. Prussia is Germany. You know, and the other armies. So he also conquered Europe. Fought for years and conquered Europe. It was very, very, very flexible. So flexibility makes you win. When you can't adapt on the scene, on the way, you are going to lose a lot. A lot. Now, all of you who getting married soon, you got to be flexible. Because the person you are going to marry is going to behave completely different from your father. Maybe quite different from the father you know. Isn't it? So you got to be flexible. Now if he wants to eat banku and okra every day, you got to be flexible, because that's who you marry. Some people have sex in the night, some have sex in the day. Yeah. What did you say? What did you say? Okay. So, depending on who you get married to and the person's tastes and delights, you have to be flexible. Yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah. Some people eat a lot. Some people eat cold food. Some people eat hot food. If you are not flexible, never step on the mission field. Please don't go. When you get there, you say, oh, I can't, I don't like this. The people here are like this. The people there are not like anything. They are just ordinary people, just like you. So if you don't bend and flow, you're going to find somebody else who bends is going to come and take your position. Do you remember the story of Vashti? Do you remember the story of Vashti? Her husband called for her and said, please wear your nice clothes and come and walk here. I want my friends to see you. Huh? Is that cute? And he wanted her to wear a short dress. Wow. He said, I want you to see how nice you are. Oh. But Vashti said, nonsense. Nonsense. What do you take me for? I do think I'm one of those girls you have been bringing to the palace. Nonsense. And everybody was appalled by her hardness. Do not be too hard. Do not be too hard. Do not be what? Too hard. Do not be too hard. Be flexible. You'll get the job. There are other singers that I've worked with. They were not flexible. And I always watch for flexibility. Because you see, I'm very sensitive to people's irritation. Once I feel that you are irritated or you are tired, I don't want you to come. I don't want to do it with you. Not only music, everything. I don't want you to be here. That's why you can leave if you want to leave the camp. Camp is free, man. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to be here. One day, Reinhard Bonnke had a vision, a dream. And in a dream, he saw a river. And in the river was a big ship. And the ship was going down the river. And it went down until the river came to a place where it was narrow. And the ship was getting stuck. And some said, this ship is going to get stuck. This ship is going to get stuck. This ship is going to get stuck. And then it got stuck. And then the Lord told him, that is how your ministry is. It's not flexible. It cannot maneuver. You cannot maneuver. And the Lord spoke to me from that vision. He said, let Healing Jesus campaign be flexible. We can stay everywhere. We can sleep anywhere. When we went on this cruise, we slept on the road. Just parked the car and slept. You wee in the road, you poo-poo on the side. Anywhere, anything that you need to, you do it. Yeah, why not? Have you not poo-poo in the bush before? Then why do you look at As soon as you become inflexible, you cannot be used for some things. There's no electricity, or hotels at these places. There's nothing like that. What are you talking about, man? Huh? What are you talking about? You got to be flexible. I can do this food. There's no food. We can do anything, anywhere. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. When you are flexible, you'll get the job. When you are flexible, you'll get the job. But when you go and work and the manager is a white man, says, hey, these white people, these white people, they are like this. These white people, they are... Look, adjust yourself. Adjust yourself. And you get the job. And you do well. You see, these principles are used more in business than anything now. Because a lot of wars are financial wars, business wars, there's ministry wars, but you see that God is showing us that lack of flexibility, that you cannot bend. You see that you cannot get the job. The job, you cannot do it. Because you are too big for the job. Even my crusade directors, one day I called all of them. I said, you guys are now big men. You have children, you have wives and all that. I want to replace you with younger people who don't have families so that they will be more flexible when they go out. And they said they don't want it. They said they can't do that. They want to continue. I said, are you sure? They said, yeah, we are sure. I was about to give their job to somebody who is younger and more flexible. If you are flexible, you will get the job. If you are stiff, you will lose that job. Remember that. Will you remember that? Will you remember that? Never say, and this white people, and this man, he doesn't understand anything, and this woman doesn't understand anything. That is the sign of a good leader. That the person doesn't understand anything apart from what the person is doing. Yeah. The one who is doing the project here, she doesn't understand anything apart from what I tell her. This is what she understands. The rest she doesn't understand. Yeah, she doesn't understand anything except what I tell her is what she understands. The rest she doesn't understand you. You have to understand the important person. Bend what the person wants. Yeah. She was on the side. I called. I said, go to India. She said, yes, Daddy. I said, go get a visa. Go India. I said, that's all. She's going. Go to this place. Go to this. Go and do this. Tell these people this and come. That's all. You get a job. But the one said, no, but you. I thought last week you said I should be here. So can you make up your mind what exactly you want me to do? Can you decide which of the two jobs you want me to do? You want me to do this or this? You say you should concentrate in my forces. Hey! Which job do you really want me to do? This or this? As soon as I finish learning this, you say I should move to another. You asked me to do this. I was learning it so that I can do it. When I was about 90% and I was almost finished, you said I should move to another. Can you just decide, with all due respect, if you can decide the area, then I can be good in that area. I feel like putting a boiled egg inside your mouth. A full boiled egg so that you do. Ooh. If you are flexible, you'll be the most important person. Yeah, you'll be the most important person. When we were coming here, I called somebody around the afternoon. I said, I'm going here. And I knew that it means that the person has to come here in the night. That's why that person has the job. And you don't have that job. Because it's flexible. I can say at any time of the day or the night, this or that. And it will happen. So be flexible, and what's going to happen? This is a man's job. These particular things are for men to do. I cannot be climbing all over the place and all that. Wow, you can't be climbing because you are too delicate, madam. You are a lady, you are a lady, you are too dainty. You see somebody who is more of a lady than you climbing all over the rocks. Ooh. And that person takes everything. Gets the crown, gets the money, gets the benefit, and you are sitting there with your inflexibility. You are the loser. You've lost everything. Everything. Wow. Okay. You want to sing a song for us? Why not? Why not? Put the bucket there. Some people think we are having our bath.
I just want to talk to you about heaven when we've run a race. Our lives are history. I just want to talk about how it's gonna be. Jesus, you and me in eternity. The winner takes the crown. Those who run the race, those who trusted Him, those who did His will. I just want to talk about the crowns we're gonna wear when we finish here and we get up there. I just want to share about the crown of righteousness He gives to everyone who looks for His return. I want to give my all, strive to have that blessed crown given to you and me by the King of Kings. The winner takes the crown. Those who overcome walk the streets of gold in glory, victory. And will you overcome all the tests and trials? Will you lay aside all the sins and ways? I want to see you there in your glorious mansion, a mansion built for you by your Lord and King. You must win your crown, overcome temptation, and have your crown of life, a crown forevermore. The winner takes the crown. Those who overcome walk the streets of gold in glory, victory. Will you all the sins and ways? Will you lie all the sin and ways? The winner, those ways, those who cheer. The winner takes the crown. Those who lie, sins and ways.
All right. Glory to God. Do you enjoy the stars? Are you enjoying Ida? Wow. Ooh. All right. Glory to God.